One. Amazing. Wow! This is our 170th episode of the A2 show. 170. And we've been doing it every day, meeting people from all around the world. And our first guest from Libya, Hadeel Fahmiy. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Ali.
Yes. Can I just ask? So it's very hard for me to explain to my family what I do. And every time we have like social media influencers or YouTube creators, they're always like, it's very hard for them to explain to the people in the Middle East what it's like to be like a YouTube. And what you do, you're like a YouTube family vlogger, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about? Can you share us what you tell people?
Sure. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, with my family, it took a took a few weeks for them to grasp what I want to do. Of course, my husband was on board. He was the one pushing me to do it. Actually,
Nice.
he found that I had an interest.
Mm-hmm.
My mother just didn't understand why would I want to do that, and why not seek to become an interviewer or work in a television or a radio show. Like, why would I want to go through this by myself and do everything by myself?
Yeah.
But once she understood the reasons behind my desire, she supported me fully.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, right now she's the one who's asking me to make more videos.
Yeah.
You're late.
Amazing. Yeah, a bit late,
Yeah.
huh? That's funny.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But what I do is actually I
Mhm.
create YouTube videos with the Libyan dialect.
Okay.
So that's my niche, sort of.
I see. All right, sounds good. So why the Libyan dialect? Yeah.
Well,
Like
it's
why? Mhm.
yeah,
English
it's
is
not
like the
as
most spoken language on YouTube. We're speaking in English.
that's true. That's
So why,
true. Well, to
yeah,
be
so why
honest, I
Libyan?
did try the first videos in English,
Mhm.
and I felt that they were not very authentic. They were not me. I felt like I had to I don't know. I felt like I had to make too much effort to sound natural.
Mhm.
But once I decided to make the shift to Libyan dialect, it came just like that. It
Yeah.
clicked.
Mhm.
And another reason is I don't see enough representation of the female creator on YouTube with the Libyan dialect. There are Libyan YouTubers, but they kind of use what they call the blank dialect, where everyone could understand what they're saying.
I see. Mhm.
They
Okay.
call it in Arabic لهجة البيضاء.
Lajal Baidar, yes. The white dialect.
Everyone can understand what they're saying.
That's funny.
But no, I decided it's about time for the Arab world to be introduced again to the Libyan
Again,
dialect.
Libyan. Yeah. It's not too like, I mean, I understood it. I'm Lebanese and I can understand what you were saying in your videos, so it's pretty smooth
That's
to me.
amazing. Well,
Did,
I'm happy to hear that. See, it's
yes.
not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, I speak Arabic pretty well. And you grew up in Libya before you
Yes,
moved
I
to where
was
you
born
are?
and raised in Libya.
I see. Hmm.
I
And then,
only came to Canada in 2012.
all right, so 8 years ago. And then, like, when you're moving from Libya to the to Canada, was it like, did you feel a bit like lost? Like it was like someone, like when I traveled from Lebanon to America, I felt like sometimes it's hard to explain to people the culture. The jokes I make are kind of different than what people understand. Culture shock, it's a bit of like a something everyone who travels goes through. But did you have that experience?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Well, growing up, I used to go to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was able to handle the culture shock once faced in the Canada. How different can it be, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But boy, did I not know how different it was.
Yeah.
Um, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first few years I felt very unable to connect with people, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was my own doing, but it wasn't. I found that Canadians, where I was in New Brunswick and Fredericton, they grew up in cliques. You know, like once you had like a very specific time frame for yourself to insert yourself, otherwise you will not be able to load in.
Yes.
You're always this, person.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't know what they're doing exactly here,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but no, I was able to, once I worked, I used to work as an employment counselor and then as a caseworker in the social development, in the social development department in Fredericton. I was able to kind of integrate, but not to the extent that I wish I could.
Yeah,
But I understood the reason why. Once I understood that that's how they are, they're not able to invite outsider in easily. I was able to kind of accept it.
I see. All right, cool, cool. And so a lot of people who travel from one place to another, they sometimes lose their like heritage. They try to like completely transform into, as you say, El Hajj al Baida, or just trying to be like try to fit in, which is good. I mean, it's good to fit in, adapt, but you're able to like adapt to the new culture, but also like still make content and still bring out the tradition of the people in Libya. So that's pretty cool. Um, ha-
Well, I listen to my audience, to be honest.
I see.
My intent at the beginning of the channel was for me to vlog my
Mhm.
life, my experiences, and what we do as a family, as a Libyan family in Canada.
Okay.
But then Corona, then Corona hit,
Then Corona hit.
and I was like, "Oops, what do I do?" But I found myself to be accepted by the
Mhm.
Libyan audience, to be honest, and they asked for Libyan cultural Libyan content. So I kind of got into it because that's what they asked for.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you follow whatever your audience says, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
to
guess.
an
Mhm.
extent, you still need to keep your own,
Yeah. Perspective. Yeah, your own ideas. Yeah.
exactly, yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well, I took it as an opportunity,
mhm.
especially with the Libyan women. They're very well hidden.
Okay. Yeah,
They're
I
only
see.
allowed to be seen in a certain context.
What do you mean? Can you like
Uh,
share with us
yes, for
what you mean by
sure. Like,
that? Yeah.
well, that happened. For example, either you're allowed to present it or not allowed. Like, um, you're only accepted by the Libyan society to be seen as the perfect Libyan housewife, or the genius, well-established,
hmm
overachiever Libyan female out in the world.
hmm
So there's no place for people like me who are like
Regular people.
regular, normal, your everyday
hmm
Joe,
Yeah.
just trying to have a good time and for
Joanna.
themselves and spread the fun around, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, wow, it's good. And what you just, I mean, like, um, you say that for like as a woman you try to like or in the culture it's more hidden. What about like kids, for example? I know that for you have your family in
Mhm.
these videos. Is it ever like, do you ever like find trouble finding what clips to put in, or is it like how's it how is it trying to portray your family on camera as opposed to like what your family's like in real life?
As like the real
Yeah.
deal.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes. Well, well, there is a lot of editing. Let me tell you that. Like,
Yes.
wow.
And you edit it
Really editing.
yourself?
Like, pardon?
You edit it yourself or
Yes, yes.
okay. Oh,
I
cool.
do all the work.
Impressive.
Except for the recent videos with the Libyan culture, I got a lot of help with the Libyan ladies around in Guelph,
Okay.
and I'm very grateful for them. Otherwise, I
Mhm.
wouldn't have been able to put out this content by myself.
I see. Just the sorry, you said the Libyan like clothes, that one? Which video?
Yeah, the Libyan costumes, the Libyan tea, the Libyan العالة
Mm-hmm.
Libya, how we set up the tea and we do and everything else. And we have more videos coming
I see. Yeah,
that
check
like
him
that.
out. Link in bio. Check him
Yes,
out. But get
yes,
back.
please.
Let's check out this question. Let's get back to it. Your kids, do they have a say in the videos? Do they have a say?
Well, Jad is 18 months. He
Mhm.
not really.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
But Sina, yes, and she's
Mhm.
always excited and enthusiastic. She understands what I do. She understands the reasons. I explain it to her. I don't just go say, Sina, go sit down and just look cute. You know,
Yes, yes, yes.
it is
Mhm.
authentic. It is organic
Okay.
in a sense. But I keep it real.
Okay.
I don't want to portray this perfect family, perfect image, perfect lifestyle idea because it's not accurate. One of the reasons that I actually got into this is like, especially back home, and I'm not trying to criticize how they do things or, be negative, but especially on social media, there's a lot of look how perfect my life is. Look how
hmm
perfectly I am able to set this tea. look, like even a book and a tea or coffee, or everything sounds so perfect, so impossible to achieve, that makes us normal people not satisfied with our lives. So I'm like, okay, this is who I am, and this is the real thing. I think we should introduce that to the Libyan world,
Hmm.
and see how it goes.
Wow. I mean, what you said there is pretty. I'm not just because like you talk about your family, but just whoever, you should be proud of who you are and not be afraid to show. Like a lot of people, especially like in podcasts, for example. I know a lot. I have a lot of friends who are like, yeah, one day I'll start a podcast once I do this or once I do that or whatever. But like the doing videos imperfectly will get you to a place that's more perfect. And like just showing who you are is way like cooler. You can connect with people
Exactly.
in a way. Like if you're perfect, it's more like it's like, I mean, maybe it's nice to watch videos like that to see a perfect family, but if you see like a real family with all the troubles and and then a regular family goes through, you can
Imperfection.
connect. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You seem approachable, which is who I am. I am very approachable in person or through social media,
Mm,
but not to say that the people who portray their life as perfect or do everything in a very fashionable or elegant or high end style is a bad thing.
okay.
No, we
Hmm.
still like to see that.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of bring a little bit of balance.
Hmm. I
And
see.
like I'm not like the opposite. I'm just a little bit behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. And so how do you get your video ideas? How are you like, today I'm gonna do this?
I um I don't know,
You don't
honestly.
know.
I don't
Every
have a process.
I see, every video at a time. It's like, oh,
Exactly. Yes,
what
like
you
yeah,
got now?
especially. And I do get overwhelmed, especially recently. I got a lot of attention, positive attention on
Hmm.
Facebook, and that I used to upload every week, but because of the focus and the attention and everything, I was like I kind of took a step back
Okay.
because I thought that was just too much for me to handle. So I just I follow my guts.
I see. So, I mean, you just touched upon something. So you felt overwhelmed with all the positive attention you got. Isn't that?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people I feel like would be the opposite. They'd be like, I can't wait. I need to make double the amount of videos now or something. Or I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit the iron when it's hot, right?
Hmm.
No, no, no. It's just because I found myself being put in a place that I did not intend to be. I did not intend to be in. Um, Especially on Facebook, I hear this word that's saying that, oh yeah, you represent the Libyan woman, and
I see.
look at how perfect. Although I
Hmm.
came out with an intention of showing how imperfect my life is and how imperfect I am, I still was somehow placed, not by everyone, by many.
Hmm.
So that overwhelmed me because that was not my intention, and I find it very hard to
I see.
keep up with that image that was not my own creation.
Don't worry about those people that are like, you're trying to do whatever. I mean, I understand like you're trying to, like, it's, you're trying to refigure everything out maybe, or doing your own thing, but I think people, I like your videos, and why like a lot of people maybe like your videos, that it is connectable, and it's like I really feel like, you're having fun with it. Really, it's just
Thank
you're having
you.
fun with it, the process, and it's just fun to watch. And I mean, the positive attention you got is pretty good. I mean, it's deserved. So great job, and keep. I mean, I want to see more videos coming soon.
Thank you, Ali. I
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course.
Coming from someone who's not Libyan is extremely flattering. I'm like, oh
Yes.
my God.
Yeah. No, but for me, it's like, well, it's like, I mean, I live in Los Angeles, but I'm Lebanese. I'd like to one day move back to Lebanon. I'd like to see more YouTubers from like the area and highlight them and shine light on them, and yeah, talk, get to meet them and get and stuff.
I'm grateful for that.
Sounds good. So let's jump right into it. What's the best Libyan food
Oh my God.
that I need to try here?
Ah, well, it's hard to decide, really.
I'll uh, I'll give you my favorite Lebanese food. I don't know if you've had Lebanese food, but like a shawarma, nice kebab, nice kafta,
um,
mluchia. I don't know if you've ever had mluchia or
you guys have the good stuff. Oh no, no,
yes,
it's
yes,
hard.
yes.
Have you had any Libyan food before?
I don't know what would be Libyan food.
Okay. So our dishes are okay. Uh okay. For me, it's osban.
Asban?
Osman.
How do you spell that?
In English or in Arabic?
In English.
I don't think you'll find that in English.
I'm trying to
Uh,
Google it.
okay,
Osman.
Osban.
All right, see if this
Let
works.
me see. I'm gonna Google to see the images that you have.
Oh wow, is that it? The the
No,
sausage?
that's not what I'm talking about. It is, but it's not the. No, you should write it in Arabic. Libyan Osman
This one,
Libi.
right? Wow, the sausage. This one.
Yeah, here we go. Yes,
One of
this
these.
is raw. This is not cooked.
That's funny.
No.
All right, not this one. Let's see. But one of these.
Okay, or Libyan Osman.
Libyan
One,
Osman.
yeah, Libyan Osman.
One of these. Oh, like this one. Wow.
Yeah, oh my God.
Ah, it's like our kusa. I don't know if you've ever had like kusa or rana.
No, not kusa. No. I think what you call it, not mumbar. Mumbar is the Egyptian word for it. It's cheap, intense.
Ah, it's intestines.
Intense. I don't know how to say the word.
Yes. It's sheep intestine. We mahashe or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I think you have a special word for it too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not fawara? No, I don't know.
I know what it is. I just can't remember its name. Yeah.
All right. So
What is it? What is this?
it's deliciousness stuffed in deliciousness.
But what? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right.
What is it?
Yeah, it's stuffed with rice, a variety of herbs, liver, chopped liver, and spices. It's cooked in a sauce, and then what is it? Not toasted. The other one, when they set up the oven, not baked. The other one, roasted. No,
roasted, not toasted, not roasted, not baked, fried.
The sitting on the oven when you put the heat on the top of it.
The heat on top of the oven, not in the oven.
My English is
I have no clue.
not my first language.
All right, you just make it. Look up the recipe. Yeah, look up the recipe online. It's pretty good.
But it is delicious. It's crispy. It is very hearty and just good stuff.
Good stuff. All right. And what about can you tell me about the Libyan tea that you guys have? Yeah, is it different than the regular Arab tea?
Well, we do have the quick fix, the Lipton.
Yes.
Dipped in hot water stuff, but Al Libya is very it's what's the word I'm looking? There's like a ritual, very ritual like.
I see. Mm-hmm.
You have the family sitting around you, you talk, you have normally 3 rounds of tea.
Oh, really? I see. Mm-hmm.
And they will have this very the white foam that's created by pouring the tea in 2 mugs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and just it's very intricate. I tried to do it in my video and I was miserably failing at it, except that I had a friend, Lutfiya, who helped me. She actually did the foam for me. I was like, oh, this stuff is hardcore.
Yeah, it seems like really cool. I love that stuff. I used to live in Kuwait, and one of my favorite things was in Kuwait, they sit on the floor when they eat. Like they have I forget what it's called. But they eat on the floor. They do they do that the same in Libyan? Yeah. Oh, they do.
Yes, yes. We still maintain that. Some dishes cannot be eaten sitting on a table, sadly. Like, no.
Oh yeah? Wait, what dishes?
What dishes? Well, asida, for example, which I showed in my last video about Mawlid al-Nabawi Sharif, celebration of Muhammad Sallallahu birthday, birth date. Sorry. So it is made. It's basically a dough cooked in water and then thoroughly kneaded until it creates this sound like sound. That's how it's cooked and well kneaded, well knit. And you can put it on a table. You need to sit on the floor, use your fingers, and just dig in. And it has like this date syrup in the middle, or honey, butter, and olive oil, and just.
Oh wow, olive oil, olives. I love olives.
Drooling right now. I'm like, no.
Just thinking about it. Yeah. I love it. I wish I could sit with my friends here and eat on the floor instead of having to use tables. And use our hands instead of forks.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's.
It's a whole different.
It would be an extremely unique experience for them.
Ah yes, that's fun. All right, Hadil, can you tell me a bit more about Libya? What are your favorite places to see in Libya? If I ever do a Libya trip, what are some things I need to see?
You definitely need to go to Tripoli. the capital.
Trouble. We have one too in Lebanon. Our own
Yes,
troubles.
طرابلس الجنوب, right?
Yes.
Yes, but we are عروس البحر. We're the right of the sea.
I see.
We,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All
we
right.
claim that title, okay? No one can do that.
All right. So
Take
that
that away
place.
from us.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Lit Magna. We have a lot of remnants from the Greeks all over in the east, especially. There's Jabal al-Akhdar, the Green Mountain. Beautiful nature, just beautiful scenery. We have beautiful sea in Zuwara. The beaches are to die for. The water is just clear, the sand's golden. It's like you're
in Canada. You're like, there's no beaches here. So cold. I miss Libya.
You have the snow now. Like, I don't know what I did with my life making this decision. Yeah, but there are many places to see. Many. Irdamet, they have. I don't know if they have this still, but they used to have annual festivals, and go for 10 days, and you live.
What are they called? What's the festival called?
Irdamis.
Gadamis? How do you spell that?
Like in English again.
Gadamis.
Let's try GHDAMES.
GHDAMES.
Yeah.
This one?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So what am I looking at here?
You're looking at the old city, like
I see. The old city of
some
Libya.
houses are still being lived in.
Oh, wow.
But for 10 days, you go live the experience. You live in a house that's built from clay, and you eat the food as if it was eaten hundreds of years ago. Dancing, music, you go see the lake, the sand lakes there. It's really good.
Wow. Do you like old places?
Not particularly,
Not particularly.
but it is a unique experience to go through to walk on the ground where many people who built this great country walked once before.
Oh wow, that's pretty true.
Very deep, very deep.
All right, you got me convinced. I need to book a trip, go to Libya.
Let's do it.
Is there anything I should watch
I'll
out?
go with you.
Is there anything I should watch out for if I go to Libya? I know. Is there anything?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Sounds good. Just generally,
coronavirus.
Good. Yeah, good advice. Yeah, stay safe from the coronavirus. Yeah, I can. When you're like, for you as a vlogger or like making videos, did you have to like transition from making like videos out with your family to like trying to think of more specific things to do at home because of COVID? Is that how the transition more happened?
Yeah. Early on, my videos, if you see the ones since March, they were mainly in my apartment. Basically, that was not my intention. I did not set out to be like this housewife kind of YouTuber.
Yeah.
Which I am, and I'm very proud of it, but that's not entirely who I am. I am more than that.
Okay.
But yes, the Corona had us hostages in our apartments, and I started something and I wanted to continue with it. So yes, but now when things have become less strict going out, meeting with people like my friends here, we were able to create more videos. Like I have this one video in Mississauga that I'm very proud of because I did it outside of my apartment, basically, or any house, showing the ocean's door. And we had dinner or lunch or something. But yeah, that was my idea, just to go up and about and see how Libyans live in their life in Canada, or specific Libyan family. Not.
Are there a lot of Libyans in Canada? Are there like a bunch of Libyans in Canada?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a popular place?
I've discovered that Libyans are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Big numbers. Because I lived in Australia, in Melbourne, for 5 months.
Oh, nice.
And I found 10 families there. Like, it's a very tiny university city, a town. I mean, and it's like, we're everywhere.
Same here with Lebanese. I find them. I know there's a lot in Canada. I have friends in Canada, friends everywhere here. Yeah. Yes. So what's next for Hadil? What are your next videos? What's your next plans?
Well, at the moment, I'm still going to ride the Libyan cultural wave.
Okay.
I still have more videos to come, more things to show, whether it was foods or costumes or or tradition. But yes, but however, I have a TikTok account where I put on my food content.
Link in bio. Link in bio. Yeah, check out the TikTok, the Hadil TikTok. Yeah,
Thank you, Alex.
TikTok is
And
where it's at right
yes,
now.
exactly. Get hopping on it. It's popping. Me trying to be cool.
Yeah, popping on the TikTok. Are you doing the dances? That's funny.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, no. It's no. I'm too old for that. I
I
can't.
see. Yeah, but I mean, so like, do you plan on making like, do you have ideas outside of the whole Libyan thing you trying to
Absolutely.
do? Like what?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Like what? Well, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure
Sure.
yet. I'll be frank with you, but
That's
I
fair.
know that there's more to it than this.
Hmm.
Not that I take this lightly, but I take this as as a phase where I can grow my audience and grow and hone my skills as well. Because to be honest, I don't know much yet about creating content or
Yes.
editing or whatever. I'm still very basic.
Hmm.
Just got
I
a
guess.
camera like last week, so I'm doing this
No.
with my phone.
Eh, that's so cool. Hey, more respect for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
mean, that's all you need. You just need, I mean, for us in the beginning, we just started with our laptop cameras, and that's all you need before we had mics and stuff. And I'm sure, like
Oh
with you, you
yeah.
start with a phone. Was it hard for you to get started making videos? Did you feel like nervous about it?
Yeah, I just didn't know what to post. It was
Mm,
like, okay, well, how, especially with the Libyan society, it's very conservative and it's very protective of its women. It's like,
mm-hmm.
how dare you show your face and your hair? Why? Why are you out there
Mm-hmm.
revealing the secrets
Mm-hmm.
of our
Revealing the
existence?
secrets.
Like this, how could you? Seriously, I'm
Yeah.
very grateful for the positive feedback and my followers, and I'm happy, and they support me and they defend me even in comments, and I find that amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That I see, but us as people, we always tend to look at the negative, and like trying to figure out how to work it out with them.
Yeah.
It's mainly like, how could you? How could you just be as is?
Don't, yeah, people are haters. Don't listen to them. Some people are just bitter and upset about so many different things. They
Well,
just take it out.
my people, I think they're just shocked. They're just like, I don't know what she's doing. Like, in what capacity are you on? You don't
Yeah.
have a TV channel supporting you. You don't have a
Mhm.
like how could you by yourself go out there and put yourself out there?
Well, yeah, a lot of the times, especially we've talked about this before, but like for guys at least, a lot of times the reason guys are very are like, how come you as a woman are doing these things? That they're jealous that that you're actually making content and putting yourself out there and grinding and growing and learning all these things, and they're sitting at home on their phone just like, hey, how
I could
dare
have
you?
done that. I could have done that,
Yeah, you
right?
could have been. Yeah, it could have been that. Yeah, exactly. It's like they could have done it. Then why didn't you do it? Just because I don't know, right?
Well, in
Yeah.
my opinion, I think they're just well in general. I speak out for the
Hmm.
Libyan society. It's like we're very afraid of different things,
Hmm.
of someone being different than us. That just makes us feel uncomfortable, and also makes us wonder if there is other form of presentation or
Hmm.
representation. Then who am I? Am I this very am I an A or am I B or there's so the fact that there are different representations and different forms of being as a Libyan is sometimes scary.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not A, you're not B, you're Hadil.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
And let
exactly.
me be Hadil and I'll let you be who you are because acceptance is hard for us to accept others as is.
It's this is one of the big frustrations for me. I just feel like and a lot of the Middle Eastern cultures, they like to put you in boxes of like, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. Ali, you're a smart kid, you have to be a doctor or an engineer. Why are you doing a podcast or something?
What
And
is it?
yeah,
Why?
yeah, why? Like, why aren't you doing this past? And I understand, like maybe like for the older generations, they only had their past, but now in the 21st century, we can each be our own person, and it's fine. I swear. Leave us alone.
Yes. It doesn't hurt anyone.
Hmm. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
opposite. It just makes the world more fresh and with new ideas, and it can hopefully, like, I mean, like bring more culture and spirit. I mean, us as artists, we bring culture to Libya, to the Middle East, to the world, and we're just contributing to it. So I don't see
Yes.
why not. You started off last year with on Halloween.
Oh, yes, of
Yes,
all the things.
yes, of all things, we got a Grammarly ad here. But yeah, on Halloween, and then 1 year later, here you are, still making content.
Yoo-hoo, going strong.
Compare last Halloween to this Halloween. What was
Oh,
your?
I wouldn't. Uh, boy, there's been a lot of growth
Mhm,
and self-discovery. Um, I myself had these preconceived thoughts about Libyans, that they were not as accepting, or they were not as forgiving, or as positive. But to be honest, the especially the women um, that welcomed my content as poorly presented and as lack of knowledge, or because they all look for some, oh, what good are you doing, like how can I actually benefit from your content. And I always say it's only purely for entertainment, for mine number one, and for yours then. But the support that I got made me realize that Libyans are more open-minded
mhm.
than I made them to be in my mind.
I see. Yeah, and you're not alone. Also, because that all these people are like share, like being on the internet. I found a lot of people that are like me and
Yeah,
have the same ideas. And although there are a lot of people that aren't like us, but there are some. Yeah, the
exactly.
internet's very strange, very strange place, and we're catching on to it right now. In the Middle East and all over the Arab countries. Hopefully, we'll join the rest of the world with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
hopefully. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but as for like Halloween this year, did
No, Halloween, specific Halloween. Sorry, I get carried away.
no, that's fine.
Well, there was none actually because of dear Corona.
Hmm.
But Sina went to school with her costume. She was a fairy, and she had lots of candy in her lunchbox instead of lunch. And that was what it is.
That was this Halloween. Yeah, as opposed.
And she was sick the day after, of course, but I think it was worth it.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, my Halloween was very calm this year as opposed to last year. Went out and had fun. Yeah, this coronavirus is I mean, it really pushed us all into new different like places than where we were a couple like literally last year from now. It's almost been 6, 7, 8 months since COVID started.
Yes.
We started this podcast during COVID, so that's one of the good things, I guess.
And you're doing
That came.
fantastic. I've been going through your Spotify, and I was like, wow, these guys are just, where have they been in my life?
Oh, thanks. But yeah, exactly. We just appeared. We just popped in. We took the opportunity. We were like, wait, there are all these people that are staying at home and they have the spare time, and now everyone knows Zoom, so might as well make it happen. And
Awesome. No, that was just a fantastic idea. Like,
mhm,
pop right now. It's now or never,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, and then evolved as you. I remember you were saying like you're the way you started your videos, you weren't too sure of what you were doing, and then like the more you made content and your audience gave you some ideas and you had better ideas of how to make stuff, it improved and improved and things change over time. And I'm seeing that right now with this. So hopefully we'll follow your footsteps like that.
I'm great.
Yes,
You'll
sounds
just
good.
awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Tell us about um can you tell us about COVID, how that like affected like I don't know your spirits. Let's talk about at least like from the beginning of COVID to like now.
That was
Um,
yeah.
yeah.
It was hard. Oh my
Mhm,
God. We were confused. We had plans to go spend with our relatives and family in another another province that just tanked. And we were worried a lot about what's going on in the world, especially in Libya, because we have family there, and we didn't know if the country would be able to implement safety measures and
mhm.
people would actually follow them. But doctors and nurses back home, they did their best, and people actually listened. They're very well aware.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And yeah, uh, for us as a family, it was stressful,
Mhm.
especially for Sina, my daughter. She's 6 now. But it was a shock of her life. She was like, "What? I cannot get to leave the house." For the first 3 months, she did not leave the house.
Mhm.
I remember Jad, who's like 18 months now. Um, 3 months he stayed indoor. You know, when he went out and saw the sky, he was like, wow.
That's so funny.
It was priceless. And it made me, it's funny now, but it had my
Mhm.
heart sing that this kid had 3 months of his life
Mhm.
looking at the ceiling, you know? But, and then what happened in Italy and what's happening, hearing everyone's passing away because of this. And it was scary. It was
How
scary.
do you explain? I don't have kids, but how do you explain to a kid like, hey, coronavirus is a thing. We need to stay inside now for I don't know how long. I don't know how.
Oh, things
Yeah,
are
how do
much
you do it?
better now.
Things
They
are much
both
better
he
now.
goes to school and Jed goes to daycare. That's how
Oh,
I'm able to talk to you right now.
oh
Otherwise,
wow. Oh, pretty. Yeah, I mean that's cool. They're back in school. Yeah, that's pretty
oh
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
No, they gave us the option. I was like, nope, I'll take my risks. Thank you so much. Whatever it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, we're like, I don't know, like 8 months in, 10 months in. Kids can't really get it if they're, or they do, it's not really affected. If you're older, take care of yourself.
Yes,
Yeah, it's starting. I mean, coming from like Lebanon, at least, like we've always had this attitude where it's like there are bombs happening, but we still go to school, we still go to work, we still make life happen.
yes,
And not underplaying. Like I know people who've been affected by COVID a lot, and um, in many different ways. But I'm I'm pro like it's time to get at least like talk with friends. I've had a lot of friends who like just shut down completely. They just like I really can't go outside. I really can't talk to anybody. I really can't. And
yeah,
I can't imagine the anxiety and all the bad things happening
yes. People,
because of that. Hmm.
yes, like especially the people with depression, or I
Hmm.
have anxiety myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was hard,
Hmm.
and I kept thinking of the people who are like in domestic um
Oof.
situations, how
Hmm.
violent domestic situations, and how they were able, would they be able to survive that, their kids, people who lost their jobs. Luckily we did not, alhamdulillah. But
Alhamdulillah. Hmm.
yeah, we,
Yeah.
we were not affected as harshly as many others,
Hmm.
and I'm grateful for that.
Hmm.
But also, as a person, as a human, I do think of others who most likely have been through a lot of misfortune than I did.
Yeah. Yeah. It's misfortunate. And if you're fine talking about this, I know you said you have anxiety. As we know in the Middle East, mental health does not exist. When someone's like has like a mental health problem, they're like, yeah, just don't grow up, be a man or something. That's what. And
But
we,
yeah,
but not for us. Like we like on the show to bring a lot of different psychologists and a lot of people who understand mental health and share their mental health. Is this like something you've had experiences with? Do people are like when you say you have anxiety or something, are people like just calm down?
no, not really, not really. I
Okay.
come across as this bubbly, happy, loving life person, which
Hmm.
I am most likely most of the time, not most of the time.
Hmm.
Uh, but I've suffered a lot of this anxiety, and I'm taking medication now for it that helps to calm me down. But yeah, people will just say general things, no disrespect, where they say pray more or read
Hmm.
Quran more. I'm a Muslim, if, in case you have not picked up that. Which I do and I practice, but when there's a chemical imbalance in your brain, it's hard to fix it.
Hmm.
It's not a soul issue, it's a physical issue. So as much as I do that, I still have the problem because part of my body is not well.
Hmm.
That's why I sought help, and I've started taking my medication, and that made me feel a much better person, and easier to be around, and a better mom to my children, a better spouse.
I see. Yeah. It's like an illness, just like a physical illness, just like you have a broken arm, you can have any like a depression or anxiety or any host of
Yes,
mental health issues. I just want to make this like pretty
clear.
clear to yeah, pretty clear because a lot of people I know a lot of people like doubt it, especially in like I once heard my grandpa say I love my grandpa and he's a great guy, but he's one of the old fashioned guys and remember he once heard the story of this guy who like killed himself, and he was like, um, yeah, I wish Satan didn't take his soul or something like that. And to me, at least, for someone who understands the mental health, I'm like, I wish that guy got help before he reached that point, instead of people putting like labels on him and stuff. And
Yeah,
um,
saying that he was not strong enough or he
he's not.
fought it some other ways. No. Yeah, and one of the reasons I bring this up, my anxiety, is it's because I want to spread awareness that if you feel these symptoms and you going through it, no, you're not alone. Even people who are doing well in their life have it, and you can have it treated and deal with it. It's not stigmatizing. It's not. It does not mean that you're a weak person or unable to adjust. Even if you are a weak person and able to adjust, that's okay. Even
Yeah.
if you
No, of course. Yeah, it's okay. And it's okay to have flaws, and it's okay to be different and
are.
imperfect and be your own person, as weird, eccentric, or just different as you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think on that note, we're running out of time here, but I really
Oh,
appreciate the time, Hadil. This was a great talk. It was great to know you some more. Can't wait to watch more of your videos. Is there anything else you want to shout out or say before we wrap up here?
well, thank you so much for reaching out to me. This conversation has been a blast, and
Yes.
I hope I did not embarrass the Libyan society as much as they would. As much
Hadil,
as
you represent yourself, not anyone
I
else.
represent myself, Hadid, only. That's it. Please.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And yeah, thank you.
And I represent A to the show. Make sure to subscribe. That's me telling you,
Exactly.
please subscribe.
And please, and yes, we'd love I'd love your support. My videos
Mhm.
are subtitles in English.
Okay.
So if you're not able to understand what I'm saying in Libyan, you can click the CC button. And yeah, my name is Hadeel Fahmiy. I exist on social media platforms, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And thank you so much for listening to this podcast.
Yeah, check it out. Link in bio. All right. Hadil, make sure to subscribe to A to the show, or bad things will happen if you don't. Please do. Like and share this video if you had fun and learned something new, and just be good and positive and be your own person. Have a good day, everybody. This is how we sign out, and peace. I think
There are a lot of things.
for me, I think it's safer. I'd rather, like, when I drive, I feel like I need to be, and I'm alert and stuff, but I feel like I can make mistakes, but I would trust maybe an AI system more than my own driving. But I don't know how you feel about that. Yeah.
I feel, I mean, as a designer, I feel this is a big step, but there are a lot of things that are happening alongside, because some people, they don't feel safe. Some people try to argue with this point that they still have to have the control of the car,
Yeah.
and when they don't have it, they don't feel very safe.
As opposed to no control, like, do like autonomous vehicles, the ones being built,